So, what could be considered one of the most valuable qualities that a worker could have? I definitely think that good communication skills is the number one thing that any employee should contain. Anything you do in life involves communicating with someone else. When you go to buy a home, when you go to register for school, even when you go to the store, almost everything you do involves communicating with somebody else. Um, and there are different types of communication, such as interpersonal communication. Um, it's an important type of communication because it involves directly speaking with others and building relationships and building trust. And relationships are necessary in all the situations that I listed, like going to the store or registering for school or something like that, because they help other people to trust you and they make you credible as a person. And interpersonal communication is important in most everyday things, and as I continue to study in the field of psychology, I realize that interpersonal communication is the key factor in my success as a psychologist. So, first, what is interpersonal communication? It refers to the communication with others that can either be really personal or really impersonal. And it's important because it sets the tone for your character and who you are as a person. Um, because it's all about establishing a relationship with someone as you communicate with them. Interpersonal communication is important because it affects ways of communicating interpersonally, because effective ways of communicating interpersonally are critical in getting a job, um, even ordering at the drive-thru, or going to the store, or talking to a teacher. You use interpersonal communication in multiple situations every day. Um, and interpersonal communication plays active roles in all kinds of situations without you even realizing it. As a psychologist, most of my daily duties will include talking with people. Well, almost all of them, really. What I will do as a psychologist is talk with people and evaluate others, evaluate their behavior, and diagnose any problems that they might have. So obviously, interpersonal communication will play a huge role in my career path and then what I do on a daily basis as a psychologist, because that's what I'll be doing, is talking with people. It's critical in the life of a psychologist because the patients will be communicating with me on a personal level, and that's what interpersonal communication is. Um, and if they can't become personal with me and trust me, then everything I've worked for is really out the window. There's no point in us being there. I'm not really doing my job. Um, so I won't be successful in my work if I don't know how to use interpersonal communication. Um, and as a psychologist, I'll be studying human behavior and attempting to diagnose patients. And interpersonal communication involves listening, and if I don't properly listen to my patients when they're explaining problems, I won't be able to accurately diagnose them. So I have to be able to not only communicate effectively and properly, but also listen to them and listen to what they have to say. Psychology is just overall important to my career because, or interpersonal communication, sorry, is overall important to my career because um, what I'm doing will involve communication every single day. I mean, there won't be a day where I won't be using interpersonal communication in my workplace, in my job. Um, Psychology involves studying others and how they behave, why they think a certain way, and the issues that they're having. And if I can't listen and communicate with my patients and the people that see me, then I'm not really doing my job. So that's how it ties into overall what I do and why it's important to my field of study, and it's going to be critical when I am a psychologist. I mean, I'm going to have good interpersonal communication skills. Um, and it overall relates to my field of study because I have to be able to appropriately and effectively just talk to other people. Um, as I continue studying psychology, I realize just how important it's going to be to my career path, and um, I hope what all of you can take away from this video is that interpersonal communication is not only crucial to what I'm going to do, but probably to what you're going to do as well, because interpersonal communication is used in so many things that we do on a daily basis, and those skills are needed in almost any job. Your job may not be working directly with people face to face like I'm going to be doing, but you might have to um, collaborate or work with other employees on a project or something like that. And you're going to have to be able to communicate effectively with those other people. So, um, again, it's not only going to be important in what I'm going to do, but it's probably going to be important in what you're going to do. So I hope that you can take that away from my video, um, because every day all of us use interpersonal communication. And involves establishing and securing relationships. And so many things in our day-to-day lives require that, and I can almost guarantee that all of your jobs will require it as well.